My name's Charlotte, I'm a physicist, and today I'm here to tell you all about convection. We're going to do an experiment today, and you only need some simple equipment. The first thing that you're going to need is a tea bag. It's not a bog standard tea bag, it's one of the sort of posh ones that come all folded up with a little tag on the top. You need to make sure it's one of these, otherwise the experiment won't work. What you need to do to start the experiment is to just remove the tag and the string. We don't need that at all. And then open the tea bag up. All we're looking for is the sort of paper outer of the tea bag. So if you empty it out onto a piece of paper, you can try and avoid making any mess. And you should, if you've done it properly, be able to open it out and it produces a nice tube. It should be stable enough to stand up of its own accord, and that's what we're aiming for. If it's not stable, you can sort of cut the top and bottom off to make it flat. You're also going to need for this experiment a £20 note, and I'll explain why in a little bit. So just first of all, make sure that your tea bag paper can stand up stably on your £20 note. So what I'm going to do now is set my tea bag paper on fire, and I'll explain why once it's done. So you're going to set the tea bag paper on fire from the top. We stand back. And that's exactly what we're looking for. Perfect. So how does this demonstrate convection, and why the £20 note? So convection is basically the sort of heating up of air particles. So when I take my tea bag tube and I put it on the table and I set it on fire, we're having a lot of heat energy generated at the top. This is warming up the air particles around the top of the tea bag tube, and these are getting more energy and moving further and further apart. This makes them fill up a greater volume and therefore makes them less dense, and less dense things rise. So as the fire moves down the tea bag paper, obviously the air is becoming warmer and warmer, and you get a warm sort of cushion of hot air at the bottom of this paper, which then rises up and we get that nice plume of sort of burning paper flying up into the air. The reason that I've used a £20 note is just to make it a bit more exciting in class. So that's all you need, convection. Tea bag paper, £20 note and some matches. Thank you very much. If you've got any comments, leave them in the box below.